Hey everybody, it's Gravy Man and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing this map that I just published about a week ago, and it's called Uncrackable Royale. There's the code, it's on the screen right there. It is a battle royale, and it's kind of interesting, so I'm gonna hop into it and I'm gonna tell you why it's interesting. So, when the game is started, you'll start on Spawn Island, and you'll get to chill there for 30 seconds before, to pick where you want to land before dropping into the island. So, here's the island, and, in my opinion, it's pretty sick. Not gonna lie, this island is way better than Gravy's Mini Battle Island. It's a lot better, but, you know, I still love Gravy's Mini Battle Island, but this takes number one, definitely. I love this island, it looks so cool. And, basically, the interesting part is that you drop in, and as you can see, I have 100 health. That's not right. Hold on, I know how to fix it. Okie dokie, now that I respawned, as you can see, I have 150 health and 50 overshield. But the thing is, the overshield is uncrackable, because the overshield recharges instantly. That means that with the loot pool, which I have set up here, all of the weapons in the loot pool deal over 50 damage, but that is the only way for you to damage people, is to deal over 50 damage. I think that's a pretty cool concept because it makes fights longer, which I think is kind of fun. Yeah, the map was actually broken in version 1. When I first made the loot pool, I had nobody to test it on, and it turns out most of the weapons in the loot pool didn't even do over 50 damage, and they were useless. As well as, some glitches with settings being reset. I know I changed the settings, but it's happened to me before that settings reset after I published them. So that's a glitch that needs to be fixed. There were only 16 players allowed in the match, and there were only... and you could respawn, which didn't make sense. I knew I changed those settings, because I did test out the map prior to, prior to publishing. So, that was weird, and, there was no storm. So I fixed the storm now, and, I fixed everything else. The loot pool is much better now. And, yeah, the storm really makes it a lot more fun. If you want me to add a storm in Gravy's Mini Battle Island, to be honest, I probably should. I only didn't because there were some settings on the storm thing that I didn't know about, and if I didn't have those, then I didn't want to have storm at all. Yeah, that's about it. I can go over the map now. My favorite parts of the map. So, there's only 5 named locations right now. In the middle is Reactor Row, which is this mine type area where these drills, made by this company, are digging, and they have dug and found the shield core. The shield core in the storyline is what is keeping everybody's shields charged. So that's why they're trying to control it, to make sure that everybody's shields stay charged. And yeah, so this is an entire location owned by this organization right here that I definitely have a name for. That I definitely have a name for already, definitely. And I love this house for some reason. I don't know why. I just really like this house. This is my house. I'll just land here every time. But how did I just teleported? Whatever. Then up here across the road, across the yellow bridge, is staggered streets, which this is actually the first location that I built on the island. I really like this one. There's like a destroyed house up here. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to say, there's no chests. You get all your items from these orbs. So you run over it, you run over it, and items fall on the ground. So here is a dig site in the middle of a town. All the dig sites are owned by this company, and they cut off a bridge that was under construction, and yeah, this whole upper area of the town is under construction. I really like this area. These guys are not owned by that company. This was a separate construction site. This is also one of my favorite spots. I think it looks really cool. There's like the elevator shaft, and they're digging, and there's even some like remnants of old buildings, like they're taking down old buildings to place new ones. I just think that it looks really cool, and the bridge is pretty sick too. And there's a bunch of other buildings. There's a supermarket, a car dealership, taco shop, and these are all around the map. These are driftboard shacks. So whenever you see one of these shacks around the island, you should go into it, because there's always a driftboard. And there's some other houses and stuff. And this, I feel like I have to explain what this is, because some people might not know when they're playing. But, like, this is like a holding cell area. Like, this isn't really a full out prison, but like, if there's prisoners and they haven't been sent to a prison yet, this is where they'd be held. Something like that. And there's a prison bus here. And this building is just strange. Let me show you. On the inside here, there's just like a lot of computers and shelves and pipes on the inside of the building all over the place. There's a lot of loot in here though. Definitely worth going here. I love these dams because the VFX creator really just makes them look really sick. I love the water coming down through the spots there. And the water device just makes it perfect how you can swim in the elevated rivers and stuff. Yeah, so then up here past this like bay type area is Shaky Shelter, which is a strange POI. So it's scaffolding on top of a lake, and on top are these like sort of makeshift buildings, like they're made out of wood and metal. They look like they're just pieced together with whatever people could find. Also, something on this map is the way the sprint works is kind of strange. Like, you sprint really fast, but you can't sprint for as long. So if we keep it moving down the road here from Shaky Shelter, we will approach an area that you've seen earlier in this video. This is Barnacle Bay. I like Barnacle Bay. It's not my favorite. I really like the Chonker Speedway pieces, and I use them in here, so that definitely makes me like this area better. But it's definitely not my favorite location. I also really like these crates over here, I don't know why. But I love all the locations, but this is probably my least favorite. I still really like it. And there's boats in the water. Each boat has some chests on it. So it might be worth swimming out there to get the loot. And there's a little island here. Then we move across the river over here to subterranean suburbs, which from most angles it looks like just a big mountain overhanging the island and everything. But if you land on the top here and you run around, you'll notice a big hole in the top of the mountain here. And if you drop down, you don't just fall damage. I don't know why you would drop down. That probably would not be a good idea. But whatever. You fall down and you will land in a big cave. That's actually a town. There's houses in here and everything. There's houses, there's a cabin, this house, there's even a little factory type area that looks like it's being used for a house. And there's some mines, because they dug out this entire mountain. And there's lots of ores all over the place. So that could come into play in the future with ores, maybe crafting. I don't know if I'd want crafting. I kinda didn't like crafting when it was in Battle Royale. But that's all the big locations. Some of the little ones I like is there's this cabin over here with a little dock. I like that. Maybe I should put landmark names on the map. And another place I really like is this waterfall area. And if you guys have been watching this far into the video, you deserve to know this information. Don't tell anybody. But there is a secret behind the waterfall. I'm not going to show you what's back there. You're going to have to play the map for yourself to find out. Another place I really like is actually Spawn Island itself. Spawn Island, I really like it. It's kind of got an overgrown feel. It's using the Chonker Speedway pieces, which I love them. And there's like this little dock, which I think is pretty cool. And Spawn Island is one of my favorite spots, actually. I think just because of how many trees it has, and the types of trees. Like there's not that many of these trees and these trees on the actual island, and I really like those trees. So I like Spawn Island a lot. And with that, to finish off this video, I'm actually going to be putting in the version. I'm going to be making version 3 of the island, which there will be a progressive storyline, and I will be going over big things that happen right here on the channel when big things happen on the map. So I'm just gonna get to building, and I'll go over what is new in version 3 in just a second. Thanks. Something really funny I just noticed is that there's a device called the Consumables Gallery that's in devices, not in galleries and not in consumables. It's in devices, which is kind of strange. Okay, I finished making the update. It was a pretty small one, but it could be a turning point in what happens in the future of Uncrackable, because as the drills get deeper into the ground as they mine, they have now found hop rocks in the dig sites. And so there's hop rocks in every single dig site, as you can see. And there's even hop rocks in the digging areas in subterranean suburbs. So that adds an entire new way to get around with, you know what, I want to try something with the fast sprint and the hop rocks. Alright. That's strange. Sprinting and hop rocks. That's pretty cool. Yeah, hop rocks are definitely going to add a fun new mechanic. And now that hop rocks are all over the map, hop floppers and hop drops were added to the loot pool in the consumables section. So now you can find hop drops and hop floppers while you're looting. And with that, the fast sprint and the driftboard shacks all around the island, you should be able to get around easily. Storm doesn't close super quickly, so you should be fine with that. Although, I would not recommend getting into fights in the storm, because your health is pretty precious here, because if people can do a lot of damage to your health at once, that would be really good, because it's really hard to do that otherwise. The easiest ways to damage or kill people are by getting them into the storm, or getting them really high up, and then killing them with fall damage. That's just some tips. This is in the Discover tab. I don't know if it'll ever show up in the Discover tab or anything like that, but you can play it with the map code on screen now. Thank you guys all for watching. You should swoop by and play this map. I love it. I think you guys are gonna love it. And if you like this video, then you can like the video. If you want to see more of Uncrackable in the future, then you should subscribe and click the notification bell to see when I post more videos about it, which should be in about a week or so. And if you're in the Fortnite item shop, you're gonna buy something, make sure you chuck in code GravyMan. It would really help support me. Thank you for watching. I should come with the catchphrase, and see you all next time. Goodbye.